from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. It's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New England Patriots taking on the Kansas City Chiefs.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. We are in the first quarter. We get you back to the action to see how this defense can do on this upcoming drive. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. B.J. Ojulari, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit, and this will be a 45-yard attempt. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A big play there for KC. 57 yards.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys that have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
From the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll throw with May. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the return will stop right around the 25. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Open man right side is Rice. Touchdown! Rashee Rice. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on. New
England with a first down as they begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. To throw, it's May. Now this complete to Polk. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Throwing now, May on 1st down. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And he's going to go down again. Michael Dana, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here, back-to-back sacks. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Boy, a tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. A strong run there, and for a team and a coaching staff that says they're consistently striving for a solid running game, they love those plays.
Yeah, that one didn't net them a 1st down, but isn't it the type of play that you write down on your sheet? That worked pretty well. Make sure you come back to it, especially in a key situation.
So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And how about this? He takes it all the way back. No time, no flags, a punt return touchdown, and a stunning end of the 1st half.
And they kicked it to him. They kicked it to him. And as soon as they hand a rookie his playbook, they say, you better make your mark on special teams if you want to hang around.
Second half action, and this defense still pitching a shutout as we drop you back into the action. To the air, May. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. B.J. Ojulari in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. He picks up 7 yards there, but they're still faced with a difficult 3rd and goal here. Here's May. This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick here is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. try and start this drive in the air.
That's laid out deep for Rice.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A big play there for KC. 49 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Xavier Worthy.
26 yards.
And the Chiefs are able to stretch out their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Play action, May.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Looking to throw, May.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
B.J. Ojulari able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. And it's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. The Patriots send out their punter. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. And taken right at the 35. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
Into the hands of Worthy.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 32 that time. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
Flushed out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. They'll look to throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
B.J. Ojulari.
My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
The offense on third down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Throwing here is May.
And that is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
He'll take it at the 42. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And we have reached the 2-minute warning.
KC's offense ready to take over. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Again, it's Pacheco.
And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
2nd and 6. Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Kansas City, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So that'll do it for us. For my part,
From Los Angeles, California, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Los Angeles Chargers taking on the Kansas City Chiefs.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Early on in the game, first quarter. Let's see how this defense does on this drive. Herbert on first down now. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. It's second down. Palmer going in motion right. On second down, a run with Dobbins.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Going to throw on third down with Herbert.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think
they'll look to throw now on first down.
room to maneuver at the 35.
And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him, and he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Noah Gray.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable.
The Charger drive about to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's Herbert.
It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. This defense for the Chiefs, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And when I was reviewing the stats from last week's game, I actually had to put them down and come back to them later because when I read it first, I thought it was a typo or a misprint. One thing to hold someone under 100 yards in the game, that's incredible. Under 50?
Absolutely exceptional.
A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
But obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And this will be taken at the 13. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive they got them. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Second down and 6 now. They're going to look to throw. Able to find Gray here. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's Pacheco once again. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. A handoff now for Pacheco. Oh, some strong running. And he's taken down inside the 30. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! Rashee Rice in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally... The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
This is caught inside the 15. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chiefs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they...
Second half action, and this defense still pitching a shutout as we drop you back into the action. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it's 2nd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver. It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Again, Herbert. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Herbert
Chiefs are going to get him. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken around the 12. Fighting through at the 25.
A nice return that time of about...
They go play action here on first down. Steps away to his left.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to get the football back at their own 17.
After the turnover, here's Herbert.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
This 2nd and 4.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
That one complete to McConkey.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Play action. It's Herbert. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Herbert now.
The short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. To the air again, Herbert.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it looking to pass. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Here's Herbert.
And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down.
I think this is what this game's... Come now, just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Fourth down for Herbert, desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already...
On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
powering forward. And he's got this down to the 35.
55 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Right back to him on first down. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They try with Pacheco.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Chiefs are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for...
The Charger drive about to get going. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Here's Herbert.
Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Herbert. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go. Burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. On first down, Justin Herbert.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. One last throw here for Herbert. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Chiefs, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Southern California, so long, everybody.